to the Pittsburgh Sports Report. I'm Nick Frost, and we're here covering the U.S. Steel Game of the Week series in Week 2 at McKeesport. In Week 2, the U.S. Steel Game of the Week was the McKeesport Tigers facing off against the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Before last season, these two teams hadn't played since the Whippeal Championship in 2005, and last year, Woodland Hills had McKeesport's number, beating them 29-12. But this year has a different vibe. The Wolverines make the trip to McKeesport following an upset loss to Upper St. Clair, as McKeesport starts out 1-0. For the game, U.S. Steel manager Bill Kiefer hands off a $150 check to the McKeesport Booster Program. And with the kickoff, the game is underway. McKeesport struggles to get the offense going, and then has some more misfortune as the snap goes over the punter's head. On the play after the punt attempt, Miles Sanders makes a nice cutback and ends up just 2 yards away from the end zone. On McKeesport's next drive, Kalik Hudson makes some great runs to the outside, breaking free, and getting some very important yards, along with putting McKeesport on the board with a nice touchdown run. But Miles Sanders responds as he breaks a huge run after being hit in the backfield. He brings Woodland Hills to the 20-yard line. Later on the drive, Harry Randall breaks a QB option to the outside and gets inside the 10 for a 1st and goal. After finishing the drive with a touchdown, the first quarter score, Wolverines 13, Tigers 6. In the second quarter, the McKeesport Tigers had some tough running from many different players. David Quinn, Carlos Hudson, and Mikkel Moore all get in on the action on this drive and make some very tough runs, breaking many tackles. But the score comes on a 55-yard pass play from David Quinn to Alan Wright. Alan Wright catches it at the 40 and makes a huge effort to get into the end zone. And the Tigers' defense also picked it up in the second quarter as Mikkel Moore has a huge tackle for a loss. But Mikkel Moore is not done as he caps off another McKeesport Tiger drive with a tough run into the end zone, making a halftime score McKeesport Tigers 20 and the Woodland Hills Wolverines 13. After a long struggle in the third quarter, McKeesport quarterback David Queen makes another big pass, this time to D'Angelo Fields. And on the very next play, Mikkel Moore finishes off the drive with a big touchdown run, putting McKeesport up 2 scores. But the Wolverines show they're not done as Harry Randall makes a bootleg to the right and fires it to Hevon Price for a big gain. The Wolverines show that even when they can't complete the pass, the air attack is still working as they draw a pass interference play. And after being forced out of the pocket and scrambling to the right, Harry Randall throws off balance and finds Miles Sanders at the 5-yard line, who is able to take the ball the rest of the way and into the end zone. And the onside kick is picked up by McKeesport. And Reggie Smith has a big run that turns into the dagger of the game, finishing it off with the touchdown. Final score, 33-20 McKeesport. And now to Taylor with McKeesport Athletic Director Charlie Kiss.
You get a win in front of your homecoming crowd. How great is this for McKeesport?
Oh, this is McKeesport. We get a lot of bad rap, from different circumstances and scenarios, and everything we had out here today was everything that's good about McKeesport, and what probably a lot of people don't know about us either.
Yeah, exactly. So how was the atmosphere? How would you describe it today?
We got a lot of great compliments. We had a pregame tailgate party inside our courtyard before the game from 10:30 to 12. We sold 400 tickets for it. We had a full boat here today. We haven't sold out in a long time. It had something to do with Woodland Hills coming in. They're a great team too, but we had a great day.
Yeah, awesome. And how nice was it to see all the alma mater come back and support the community like this?
Well, our two state championship teams were here, obviously, and we had some alumni that were here and a lot of other people wearing the red and blue back, and it's probably a tradition we're going to continue to do on Saturdays for this.
Thanks, Taylor. We'll be back next week with action from Laurel Highlands at Elizabeth Forward.